Let's take a look also at the top story this morning, where we are tracking the Mohali update, because this is a bigger terror plot that is now being investigated. What is now being said is that it could not just be terrorists, but also the involvement of said gangsters. The gangster turned terrorist angle is something that is now being probed. Sources say that the nexus between the gangster and the terrorist is also being looked by the police. Another suspect who was in the Faridkot jail is also under scanner. A team of the Punjab police is getting details, and the cases that has been filed against him is also his close associates. When he was in Faridkot jail, sources say that the suspect was booked in the case related to arms and drugs haul. He is also from Taran, where the Punjab police earlier had recovered a huge quantity of the RDX few days back. So the gangster link is something that is now being looked upon by the Punjab police. Let me go across to Gurpreet now. Gurpreet, because the Rinda link was coming. Rinda is also a gangster turned terrorist who is now sponsored by Pakistan's ISI. In the Karnal explosion hall, that was also being said that the people who were taken into custody by the police had certain links with Rinda while they were in jail. And how exactly did they come in contact with the person who was actually getting those instructions from Pakistan?
Well, yes, of course, Amita, the way the investigation is taking a lot of turns and twists, we have seen now the police has started working on one of the jailed person who is basically from Taran, where the Punjab police, on the interrogation of the 4 persons who had been arrested by the Karnal police, they had recovered a huge quantity of RDX from Taran. What we have learned from the sources, this man who is under the suspicion of Punjab police, he was jailed in Faridkot. He was booked in drugs as well as the Arms Act cases, and he came in contact with the gangster, and through that he was in touch with Rinda. So the police is exploring all the details. What we have learned from their team of police, they are trying to get all the data from the Faridkot police so that all the cases should be taken into consideration to know his involvement. At the same time, the basic chain which we can now easily see that this guy is also from Taran, and the people who had been arrested by the Punjab police through the intelligence input, they had been from Taran. The RDX had already been recovered from Taran. So they are trying to explore this lead, that whether what is his role in the whole scenario. We have learned from the sources also, he had provided logistics to the attackers also, and that's why the police had gone to Faridkot. They are getting the details from the Faridkot jail to link, to understand with whom he was in touch, and now they are trying to go for this angle, gangsters nexus with the terrorist, because we have seen Rinda was a gangster here in Punjab and turned a terrorist. Now they are looking into this angle, how many gangsters they are already in touch with Rinda, and they have also learned this man who is from Taran, but he was jailed in Faridkot. He was facing the cases of the drugs as well as the Arms Act. He was in touch somewhere down the lane. It seems that he was in touch with the Rinda. So the police is exploring this angle. The police is getting and scanning all the documents of this man so that they will be able to understand. At the same time, the top officers of the Punjab police, they say that his hand could be behind this, providing the logistics to the attackers. So that's why the investigation has taken to the another stage. Now they are trying to explore this angle, and hopefully if this man is involved, they are trying to get more leads from Taran. Why Taran is important in the whole investigation, that is also important to tell our viewers. Taran, the police know a lot of arms and ammunition and drugs is being transported from Pakistan through drone to India, and Taran is also falls in border area of Amritsar. And what we have seen, the huge RDX had been recovered by Punjab police on the inputs of intelligence wing, where this building had been attacked. After that, we have seen huge RDX had been recovered from there. So that's why the links are getting into the proper shape. The chain is connected through these all the dots. So now let's see that what more will come out. Now, as of now, the team is getting all the details from the Faridkot jail. The gangster, this man was involved in crime, and the gangster who are in touch in Faridkot jail with him, so that they will be able to explore and expose the all-over conspiracy which was hatched from across the border, and what was role of Pakistan ISI behind this terror attack at the intelligence building of Punjab Police.
Well, maybe it could be the Punjab Police, because we are expecting the briefing to happen once again in a short while from now over the investigation that is being carried out at the Mohali police station attack there. But Gurpreet, if we talk about the Karnal incident too, with the explosive laden car that was intercepted by the police, those links of those 4 people, the 4 terrorists there, that has also been drawn to the jail while they have criminal antecedents. How exactly did they get in touch inside the jail with those people who had terror connections?
Well, yes, that was the main key in this case, and we have seen one of the accused out of 4, Gurpreet, he was in touch in Ludhiana jail with Rajbir, and Rajbir, who belongs to Gurdaspur, he was in touch with Harinder Rinda. So they are trying to explore that angle, and during their interrogation, they were able to understand how at the border area the people, and especially the terrorists who are working for Harinder Rinda, they are getting explosive through the drone